Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Well, everybody, let's continue our discussion. Last meeting, we already talked about thematic roles. So, you can see the difference between the discussions of syntax compared to the discussions of semantics. So, the same thing are analyzed differently by semantics and by syntax. Well, let's continue our discussions about the meaning of a linguistic unit. So it turns out that every single linguistic unit has got meaning components. Okay. For example, can you guess? Okay, but I think it is better for me to make. Man and woman are, man has got its components of meaning. Woman also has got its components of meaning. But woman, however, woman and man share similarities. What are the similarities they share? In other words, what meaning components man and woman share together? Yes, man is human. What about woman? Woman is also a human. So man has got human component of meaning. Woman also has got human component of meaning. And then if we compare to boy and girl, okay, man is adult. Meanwhile, boy is minus adult or young. Or so we can say man is plus adult, boy is minus adult or plus young. But we cannot say man is minus young. So because the generic term is adult, not young. Okay, let's come back to woman. Woman is a human plus human, and then plus adult. And then what about girl? Girl is human, but it is minus adult or plus young. Okay? And then let's come back to man and human. So it means that man and woman are the same. Human, okay? Man is human, woman is human, man is adult, and then woman is adult. And what makes man and woman different? Yes, there is a certain component of meaning that makes man and woman different. Pay attention. The what you call that, the component meanings or the meaning components of man is adult, human plus adult, and plus male. What about woman? Plus human, plus adult, minus male, or plus female. But you cannot say man is plus human, plus adult, minus female. No. Why? Because the generic term is male, not female. Okay, so that is the way you explain the meaning components of a certain lexical item. Okay, have you ever heard the quiz in Indonesian called tebak kata? Okay, now Fauzi Syamsuar has got a meaning component. Okay, now I am asking you someone, not Fauzi Syamsuar, in Ibnu Khaldun. Try to find Okay, before I come to try to guess who, try to guess what. So what is it? Is it something? Something. Why? Because it is minus human. That's why it is minus human. Minus human, minus big, plus expensive, plus cute. I repeat. Minus human, plus female, minus big, it means it is small, plus expensive, plus cute. Can you guess what it is? Yes, it is a Barbie doll. Okay? Okay. Minus human, minus big, it is small. Okay? Plus female, and then plus expensive. Okay. Yeah. What they are doing in tebak kata is playing with the meaning components. Okay. Now, I have got a friend here at Ibn Khaldun. Not a friend actually, he's senior at Ibn Khaldun. Okay. Try to guess who he is. Plus human, of course. Okay. Plus adult. Plus male. Plus doctorate degree. Coming from West Sumatra. Has got many gray hair. So it is not Fauzi Samsuar, okay? Because, yeah. So the meaning components that I mentioned possessed by Fauzi Samsuar, but the last component is not. So his expertise is in Islamic economics. Okay. Yes, Ustadz Hadi Tanjung. Okay. Plus human, plus male, plus adult. Okay. Possess doctorate degree, coming from West Sumatra, has got much gray hair. Meanwhile, Ustadz Hadi Tanjung is focusing on Islamic economics. Meanwhile, Fauzi Samsuar focusing on linguistics. Okay, the last mentioned meaning component differ Fauzi Samsuar and Henry Tanjung. Okay, now let's come to another discussion. So another discussion is ambiguity. What is ambiguity, everybody? Ambiguity is something or a lexical unit that hasn't got clear meaning. Okay, and then the clear meaning will be perceived when it is already in a context. For example, what is the meaning of bat? B-A-T in English. Okay. For example, if someone goes to a store and then he said, I want to buy a bat. So the meaning of bat here is not clear because I don't give you a context. What store is it? So in your mind, BAT, if you check the dictionary, so the meaning can be a bat for what you call the tennis, okay, table tennis, and a bat animal. Okay? Yeah, the meaning of bat will clear when you know the context, the situation when it is uttered. So if it is uttered in a sport store, I want to buy a bat. So the meaning of bat here is clear. So it is something that you use to play tennis. But if it is uttered in a pet shop, so the meaning of bat here is also clear. I want to buy a bat. So a bat here is an animal. Okay? So I want to buy a bat. Bat here contains ambiguity, contains lexical ambiguity. Another ambiguity is structural ambiguity. There is a sentence. The boy is watching the girl with a telescope. A boy is watching a girl with a telescope. The sentence can mean two. It can mean the boy is watching a girl and the girl is carrying a telescope. That is the first meaning. And another meaning can be a boy is watching a girl and the boy the boy in watching the girl is using the telescope as an instrument. Okay, you can see that the structure is the same, but previously the lexical is the same, but the meaning of lexical item depends on the context. And in the second is the structural ambiguity. The meaning of the structure depends on the context as well. Okay, yeah. Some other examples of lexical ambiguity and structural ambiguity can be read in the books. Okay, and I will also give you something to do as assignment later. Thank you very much for watching. We will continue our discussion next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.